All right, now we're going to move on to IZZY's parts. And the first time that Slash plays the intro section, IZZY comes in bar number 7. And I feel that maybe he comes in on the second beat, but since there is, he starts really soft, it might be that you don't hear it starting on the first beat. Either way, you can start on the first beat in bar 7, or you can start on the second beat, whichever you prefer. So I'll be starting just on number 1, really soft, and play the crescendo. So let me play the first 6 bars for you first, and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what do we play? As I mentioned, we start in bar 7 of the first intro section. And what you do is you fret a D chord, or D5 maybe. You palm mute the strings and you start really soft and you play 8th notes. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's all downstrokes. So like this, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Right? The thing is, what you do is you increase intensity, so you start playing louder, but that's not the only thing. What I also do is I start to release my palm muting a little bit over the course of those 2 bars, so bars 7 and 8. So I start palm muting quite I palm mute quite, what is it, firmly? I'm not sure. Anyway, so like this, 3, 4. And then I start to let go. And then I'm open for that D chord in bar 1 of the second intro section. Right? So now we've landed on that D chord, which is on the first beat. Then you get the following lick. What you play is you start with a pickup on the 4 and of bar 1. So that's that B string that you play. I mean, you fretted the D chord, so you just play that B string with an upstroke. Then you put your pinky in 3rd position of the high E. You play it, make a pull off to that middle finger of that D chord. Then you play open D string, and then you play G and B string together. It's like this, 3, 4. Then you play that open D once more with an upstroke, and then you play the G and B with a downstroke. So those 2 bars 1 and 2 of the second intro section, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, down, up, down. Then the next 2 bars, I'll play them for you. 3, 4. All right, so what do you play? You fret a C chord, and you play A, D, G, and then high E and B together. So like this, 3, 4. Then on the 4 end, you play that A string again. Then you play the B, and you put your pinky in 3rd position of that B string. Make a pull off. Then you play A again, and then you play G and B. Like this, 3, 4. Then you play starting on the 3 end, you play A, D, G. Right? So bar number 4, starting on the 4 end of the previous bar, 3, 4. Now with down and up strokes, this part of the C chord, so that's bars 3 and 4. 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Then in the next bar, we move on to the G, and for this chord, because I don't really use the full chord, I just fret third position on the low E with my ring finger, like that. And the rest is just open strings, and I mute the A string with my ring finger should I accidentally hit that A string. Nothing really happens. So there I play the following thing: 3, 4, down, down, up, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's super simple. So you play that low E, then you play G and D string, and then with an upstroke you play G, D, and B string. Like this: 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then in the next bar, starting on the fourth beat, you play that third position low E again, then open A, and then the next bar we land on the D. So those two bars together: 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, down, down, down. All right, now to the next two bars. I'll play them for you first. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what do we play? Obviously, we are playing a D chord. And you played on the first beat, open. That's starting on the second beat. We're going to be playing eighth notes. So that's 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're playing all those. But that we're going to be doing palm muted with all downstrokes. So like this, bar number, what is it? Bar number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Then in bar number 8, you put your pinky in third position of the high E, and you play the chord. Remove that pinky, play that second position with an upstroke on the high E, and then you remove your index finger and possibly middle finger too. So you play open G and B string with third position, and then you put back that full D chord like this. Then on the 4 end, we remove that D chord pretty much with the exception of the ring finger. So you remove index finger and middle finger, but not the ring finger. And then you play D, G, and B string with an upstroke. So that bar number 8 goes like this: 3, 4, down, up, 4, up, and then we land on the D in the next bar. Okay, so let's play those two bars together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 3. And now let's try to play that first intro section with a 2-bar pickup from the previous intro section. So we're starting on bar number 7 of the first section. I know it sounds maybe a bit complicated, but it's not really. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we've landed in the third intro section, last intro section. I'll play it for you first, and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just about. I missed a little thing, but we'll get to that. So you start off with the D chord, and you play the following thing: 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you play a downstroke on the first beat, then on the 2 and you play an upstroke, and on the third beat you play a downstroke like this. 3, 4, down, down. Then on the 4 and you play an upstroke, playing second position of the G. In the second bar, you put your pinky in third position of that high E. You play it, make a pull off, then remove index finger, and you play G and B string together. And then you play that full D chord again. So like this, 3, 4. Then you play open D string, and then you play G and B together. So we're still holding that D chord, right? So bars number 1 and 2 of that last section, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then bar 3, you play that C chord. And what do? You play A, D, G, and then B and E together. Then you play D string, B string, and then G. Like this, 3, 4. Then in the next bar, you put your pinky in third position of the B, play it, make a pull off, then play D string, and then you play G and B together. Like this, 3, 4. Then on the 3 and you play that D again, then B, and then open D, because there we're setting ourselves up for that G chord again. So, bar number 4, 3, 4. And now let's try to play bars 3 and 4 together. So that's the C chord. 3, 4. All right, now we're moving on to the G chord. So that's bar number 5. And this is what we play. 3, 4. So what do? This time I do fret sort of also a partial G chord. So I have my middle finger in second position of the A string and ring finger in third of the low E. I play E, A, D, and then with an upstroke, so that's all downstrokes, and then with an upstroke I play D, G, and B together. It's like this, 3, 4. Then on the 4 end, I play with an upstroke that D, G, and B again. On the first beat of the next bar, I do the same with a downstroke. It's like this, 3, 4. And when I've played that first beat with a downstroke, then after that I play low E with an upstroke, then D string with a downstroke, and then with an upstroke, D, G, and B again. So starting on the 4 end of bar number 5, 3, 4. Then I play with an upstroke the D string, then G and B with a downstroke, and then open A with an upstroke, or with a downstroke, whatever you prefer. So like this, starting on the 4 end of bar 5, 3, 4. All right, so let's play that G chord together. 3, 4. Now for the last 2 bars, so this is bars 7 and 8 of the intro. I'll play it for you first. Here we go. 3, 4. All right, so what do you play? You have that D chord and you play D, G, B, E, and you play down, 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 up. Then on the 3 end, you play open D, then G, B, and E, followed by the G string, sorry. So like this, 3, 4, down, 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 up, up. Then you put that pinky again in 3rd position of the high E, and you play the D chord, make that pull off, then remove index finger, play G and B with an upstroke, and then play the D chord again, so you put your index finger back. So like this, 3, 4. So bar 7 and 8 should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. All right, now let's try to play bars 1 through 4 of that intro part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down. And that's the intro as played by IZZY and Slash together.